Initiating the warmth protocol now. A system built for care, for the how, of tending to the people that I love, with something more considered than above. Average effort, something like a plan of warmth, the warmth that goes beyond what can be done by instinct alone. A warmth designed deliberately with care and with a mind. Warmth protocol running now. Warmth protocol, learning how to love with more intention. Warmth protocol, the invention. The warmth protocol is running quietly, steadily humming through every act of care I take, every choice I make, every wake. A call to be more present here. Warmth protocol running clear through every system that I built. Warmth protocol without the guilt. I used to think that warmth was just a feeling, something natural, something born of dealing with people without thinking, without plan. But warmth is also something that a hand deliberately extended can become, when the intention is to overcome the natural distance. Warmth protocol, this warmth made systematic, warmth for all. The protocol is simple at its core. Show up, pay attention, offer more than what the situation seems to need. Plant warmth in advance, like a seed, before the coldness comes, before the space between two people grows to take the place of what could be connection. Run the warmth protocol before you lose the norm. Warmth protocol running on through every night and every dawn. A system built for love and for the long. Warmth protocol all night long. Wait a bit. As the atmosphere presses down on everything in every single town and city on this earth we live beneath, a column of it learning how to breathe under its particular pressure. All our days conducted in the weight of air, the haze of atmosphere that holds us to the ground, the weight of air around every sound. Weight of air pressing low, weight of air helping me grow into something that can bear the press. Weight of air, nothing more, nothing less. The weight of air is real tonight, pressing down and holding tight to everything it carries to the base. The weight of air in every space pressure drops before a storm. The body knows it, knows the norm. It shifts, it feels it in the joint and in the head before the counterpoint of weather makes itself visible. The body reads the nearly kissable, changing atmospheric weight, the weight of air before it's too late. There is a music to the pressure of the air, a frequency that weather changes share with the body, with the particular pain of joints before the coming of the rain. The baseline and the barometric press of atmosphere are not more and not less than the same phenomenon expressed in different registers, both doing their best. Hold me down, keep me found on this earth, in this night, in this sound, where I be constant as water, not a stone. Water finds its way, stone stays alone. In its single form, its chosen place. Water moves through every available space and never loses what it is while doing so. It adapts its shape but not its flow. Constant as water, that's the way to move through every kind of day. Constant as water, finding the way. Constant as water, every day. Changing shape, but not the essence. Constant as water, constant presence. Constant as water, moving through every obstacle. The cost of changing form to find a path. Constant as water, the aftermath. I've been trying to be more like water now, less insistent on the single how of getting somewhere, less attached to form, more willing to go around the storm rather than through it, more inclined to find the lower path, the easier kind that water knows without a map to guide. Constant as water, moving with the tide. Water doesn't argue with the mountain, it finds the path around the fountain. Route the lowest viable way and it will get there, come what may, with exactly the same patience every time. It doesn't need a reason or a rhyme, it just persists, and that persistence carves the canyon that persistence starves. Constant as water, flow on through. Constant as water, find your way to where you're going, slow and sure. Constant as water, nothing more. You leave soft evidence of being here. A coffee ring, a song, the atmosphere of you still in the room an hour later. The particular warmth, the creator of impressions in the cushion where you sat. The soft evidence of this and that, of your specific presence in my space. The soft evidence left behind every slide, an impression of your being here tonight. The way the air still holds your particular temperature, the molecular evidence of you, the soft and real, soft evidence of everything I feel. Lovely soft evidence everywhere. The particular adjustment of a chair to fit the way someone prefers to sit. The record left out, the small permit of a life beside another life. The soft evidence of joyful strife of two people sharing a small space. Soft evidence, the warmest grace. Soft evidence, you were real. Soft evidence, everything I feel is written in the gentle signs you left. Soft evidence, never bereft. There are places on this earth so flat and wide that nothing you have carried can still hide. The salt flats strip away the usual tricks. The landscape has a clarity that sticks to every memory you bring out there. It crystallizes slowly in the air until what you remember becomes clean salt lake memory, the sharpest thing I've seen. Salt lake memory, white and clear, everything preserved out here. Nothing rots in all this salt. Salt lake memory, not your fault. also transforms things. The fish becomes something preservation brings to a different form, a different taste. Not the original, but nothing's wasting. The salt lake of memory, everything becomes more concentrated Follow the silver thread back through the years, through everything I've loved and all the tears that polished it to brightness every turn. The silver thread survived, continued to burn with its particular and quiet light through every season and through every night. I followed it to here, to this, to now. The silver thread, I've kept it somehow. Silver thread leading me. Silver thread finally free from losing it in all the noise. Silver thread restoring poise. Silver thread, follow it home. Silver thread, you're never alone when you can feel its tension in your hand. Silver thread, you finally understand which way you go, which door to choose. Silver thread, nothing left to lose when you are following the one true line. Silver thread, yours and mine. The mythological thread of Ariadne guided these seas out of the uncanny labyrinth, back to life, back to air. A thread that meant the difference right there between the lost and found, between the maze and the open, between the end of days and the beginning of the next good thing. Silver thread, what following can bring. I've been in labyrinths of my own construction, of half-made choices, of the intersection of too many paths that all looked right. The silver thread cuts through them in the night when I am still enough to feel its pull, when I am quite enough and full of nothing but attention. It speaks clear. The silver thread is always, always here. Silver thread, pull me through. Silver thread, everything true is at the end of where you lead. Silver static, there's a signal. Something clear and honest and original. Beneath the noise of everything they said, beneath the interference in my head, a voice is telling me which way to go. Beneath the static, there's a frequency I know is mine, is real, is worth the search. Signal in the static, find the church. Signal in the static, coming through. Signal in the static, breaking through. All the noise between the real. Signal in the static, what I feel. Signal in the static, clear and true. Breaking through the noise to something new. I've been tuning all my life toward the signal in the static, reward for everyone who keeps on turning. The dial past the static keeps on learning which frequency is real and which is noise. Signal in the static, that's my voice. The radio astronomers spend their careers listening through the cosmic static years of noise before a single signal breaks through the interference before it makes itself known as something from out there, something real and distant in the air. I've been my own astronomer of late. Signal in the static, worth the wait. There is a signal underneath the noise of every life, beneath the decoys of what we think we should be feeling now, beneath the static of the world. Somehow there is a frequency that's ours alone, a signal that we recognize as home. The music helped me find mine in the low. Signal in the static, this I know. Signal in the static, found it left through all the noise of present and the past, clear and real, finally mine. Signal in the static, through the line. My resting pulse is slower than it used to be. I learned it from the music, learned to be less urgent in the rhythm of my days, to find a slower tempo for the waste. I move through everything to let the beat drop lower to discover the complete and particular piece of the slow pulse, the meditative tempo of the real. Slow pulse, learning to rest. Slow pulse, this is the best tempo for a life that lasts. Slow pulse, holding fast. Slow pulse, steady and low. Slow pulse, watching it go down to the rhythm of something true. Slow pulse, me through and through. Slow pulse, the music set me slow pulse. Finally let me find the tempo of the real. Slow pulse, everything I feel. life moves in tidal hours, in and out of clarity and of the blurring doubt of what I want and what I have and where the line falls between contentment and despair. But like the tide, it always comes back in. The clarity, the next beginning. After the retreat, after the low, tidal hours, the ebb and the flow. Tidal hours, going out. Tidal hours, coming back without fail, without exception, without end. Tidal hours, always round the bend. Tidal hours, I am learning you, the pattern of the low and the breakthrough of the high, the rhythm of the give. Tidal hours, this is how I live. Tidal hours, in and out. Tidal hours, what I'm all about. Moving with the pool, moving with the moon. Tidal hours, always in tune. The fishermen read tides like other people. Read a clock, they know the full cathedral of the tidal hours. When to go, when to rest, when to let the flow do the work, and when to push against the current, when to be most dense with effort, and when just to let the sea carry them. Tidal hours, that's me. I used to fight the tidal nature of my days. I wanted constant high, I wanted always the peak of clarity, the height of knowing. But now I understand the going out is just as necessary as the in, the ebb as valuable as the begin. Again, the tidal hours are the shape of how a life is truly meant to take. Tidal hours, in and out. Tidal hours, what I'm all about. Moving with the moon, moving with the sea. Tidal hours, setting me free. There are nights when the only thing that holds me is the bass line, when the music enfolds me better than a hand or a room with walls, better than the most familiar calls of home. The bass holds me at a frequency that nothing else can reach, with a clemency that doesn't ask me why I need the holding, just provides it, just the beautiful unfolding. Held by the bass, steady and low. Held by the bass, nowhere to go but here inside this frequency. Held by the bass, finally free. Held by the bass, I am held. Held by the bass, with fear expelled by something low and warm and sure. Held by the bass, the only cure for the particular kind of alone that lives in the body, in the bone. Held by the bass, I am not lost. Held by the bass, whatever the cause, the body needs to be held at frequencies below the vocal range at the degree A bump that only deep sound can provide. The sub that you feel more than here inside the chest, the stomach, the particular space behind the sternum, the embrace of something lower than the usual sound. Held by the base where I am found. I have been held by arms and by kind words, by the gestures and by the overheards of people loving each other near me. But the base holds differently, holds clearly at the register that bypasses the mind and goes directly to the heart, a find of comfort in the body, in the real. Held by the base, this is how I heal. Held by the base, hold me still. Held by the base, always will. Find me in the places I can't reach. Held by the base, within your reach. There's an undertow beneath the ordinary, a current pulling at the temporary arrangements of my days. It pulls below the surface of the plan, the things I know I should be doing toward the low and honest place where all the real things go. And they're tired of pretending to be less and everything, the undertow of yes, undertow of everything I feel, undertow of everything that's real, pulling me below the surface now, undertow, teaching me how. The undertow of everything is here, pulling at the ordinary sheet, weight of what I carry and I keep. The undertow of everything runs deep, below the managed and the fine, below the everything is mine. To control, the undertow says no. The undertow of everything, let go. The ocean's undertow is not the wave that's visible and crashing. It's the cave of current running back beneath the foam. The invisible pull toward the home of open water. The return back, every breaking wave must turn. I feel it every time the music plays. The undertow of everything, always. I've been swimming against the undertow for years, exhausting myself below the surface, trying to stay in place against the current's patient pulling grace. But now I understand the undertow is not the enemy. It only goes to where the feeling lives, to where the real version of myself waits. The undertow undertow of everything. Take me machines of old would saturate. When pushed too hard would generate a warmth from being overloaded slightly. A harmonic richness glowing brightly from the edge of what the tape could hold. Analog won't, the kind of gold that only comes from pushing past the clean into the warm, into the in-between. I think that people are analog too, warmest at the edges where we're true to the complexity of what we are. Not the perfect image from afar, but the close-up slightly saturated, slightly overdriven, accumulated version of ourselves, the one that's warm, analog warmth, the real norm. Analog warmth, crackle and glow. Analog warmth, everything I know about being real comes from your hiss. Analog warmth, nothing like this. In a way that changed my daily urgency. It never claims more time than it has. It simply waits through every weather, through the alternates of hot and cold, of wet and dry, of all the million years of everything, the fall of empires and the rise of what comes next. The storm is patient, I am the one perplexed. Patience of stone, learn slow. Patience of stone, let the worry go into the deep time of the rock. Patience of stone, reset the clock. The patience of stone is what I need. The patience of stone, no urgent speed, just a long, slow knowing of the ground. The patience of stone in every sound that takes its time to reach me. In the bass that holds its note, that holds its place beyond what seems sustainable. The stone, the patience of stone, I am not alone. The geologist reads time in rock faces, a million years between two places. In the stratum reads the whole deep history of Earth, and the patient mystery of layer after layer. Time made solid, time made visible, time made stolid and available for reading. I want the patience of stone, I want to haunt. Everything is urgent in the human frame, but nothing is urgent in the long game of stone and a mountain and of the deep. Geological time that doesn't keep our particular appointments, doesn't care about our quarterly results. The prayer of stone is patience. Patience of stone, teach me your way. Patience of stone, I want to stay in the long time, in the deep and wide. Patience of stone, everything inside. The music lives inside the space between notes, not just in the sound itself, but in the flows of silence where the meaning gets to breathe, where the body has a moment to receive what just played before the next arrives. The space between notes is where music thrives, at its most honest, at its most complete. Space between notes and the beat. Space between notes, breathing room. Space between notes dispels the gloom of too much sound packed too tight. Space between notes, making room for life. Space between built a whole career on what he didn't play, on the clear and deliberate space he left around each note. The emptiness of this, a profound pause that says more than the busiest phrase. I've been learning in my own quiet ways to leave more space, to say less, to allow the silence to complete the song somehow. We fill every silence now with noise, with constant content, with the endless toys of stimulation, afraid of what the space might say, afraid the shut and quiet air might hold the truth. We're not yet ready for uncouth in its directness, so we fill the space between notes and wonder still. Space between notes, let it breathe. Space between notes, let me leave. Room for silence, room for air. Space between notes, always there. The architecture of the dusk is built in layers, in the gradient, the silt of light settling toward the dark. Each color in its place, each lingering spark of gold before it's swallowed by the blue. It swallows everything before the true and final dark arrives. I've studied this, the architecture of the dusk, pure bliss. The architecture of dusk, layer by layer. The architecture of dusk, a quiet prayer of color into darkness, into night. The architecture of dusk, the last light. The architecture of dusk is holding everything we've been slowly unfolding into night, into the music's arms. The architecture of dusk, all its charms on full display before the dark completes. The architecture of dusk, where color meets the night and makes the structure of the change. The architecture of dusk, the exchange. Every culture has its ritual at dusk. The call to prayer, the end of work, the busk of music at the corner when the day releases everyone to find their way into the night, into the architecture of transition that the dusk constructs between the two great states of light and dark. The architecture of dusk, its mark. I wanna build my life like this transition, with the same deliberate and clear ambition of the dust that knows exactly what it's doing when it moves from gold to blue to the pursuing dark of night. Each stage considered, each color given its own moment, each layer of the architecture placed with care, with beauty, never haste. The architecture of dusk, my guide. The architecture of dusk is holding everything we've been slowly unfolding into night, into the music's arms. The architecture of dusk, all its charms on full display before the dark completes. The architecture of dusk, where color meets the night and makes the structure of the change. The architecture of dusk, the exchange. The architecture of dusk, complete, everything in its place, everything neat, gold into blue, into the dark. Architecture of dusk, leaving its mark on everything that comes after. The music, the night, the laughter of the late hours, all of it built on the architecture of dusk. No guilt in the ending, only beginning. Only beginning. The night keeps things the day would throw away, the softer versions of ourselves that stay hidden in the light, too raw, too real, too much of what we actually feel to show in the exposed and watch daytime. The night keeps these for us until the climb back to the dark when we can be again the people that the night remembers then. We're What the night keeps, it keeps well. What the night keeps, only night can tell. The secrets of the people that it holds. What the night keeps, the night unfolds. What the night keeps, I have given it every version of myself that fits. Only in the dark, only past midnight, everything built to last. Only in the night's particular care. What the night keeps, I left it there. The honest and the raw and the true. What the night keeps, me and you. The night is the original confessor, the oldest and the most reliable dresser of wounds, the one who hears without the need to fix, without a doubt that what you bring it is enough. The night receives all kinds of stuff from all kinds of people, and it holds what the night keeps, the night unfolds. I've left things with the night I couldn't carry into morning, things too ordinary for extraordinary daylight to contain, too specific, too particular, a pain or joy. The night keeps both with equal care. The grief and the exquisite keeps them where the music plays and the bass line runs. What the night keeps, everyone. What the night keeps, mine to claim. Every version of my honest name, safe inside the dark until I need. What the night keeps, planted like a seed. We survive on borrowed warmth more than we know. The warmth that radiates from a stove, the glow of someone else's lamp across the way. The borrowed warmth of a coat left to stay around your shoulders without asking why. The borrowed warmth beneath the shared night sky. I've been living on borrowed warmth for years. It's kept me going through the warmth and tears. Borrowed warmth, given free. Borrowed warmth, what kept me standing in the coldest times. Borrowed warmth, the warmest rhymes. Borrowed warmth, take what's given. Borrowed warmth, you're still living on the warmth that others share. Borrowed warmth, beyond compare, the warmth we borrow from a song. Borrowed warmth, we belong to the warmth of everything shared. Borrowed warmth, someone cares. The physics of borrowed warmth is simple. Every warm thing leaves the person who just left their seat for hours. Sometimes borrowed warmth remains long after the source has moved on. It sustains. I've been leaving warmth in every room I fill with my particular temperature. I built a trail of borrowed warmth behind me through the years, and somewhere someone walked into a room I'd left and felt a trace of warmth I didn't know I'd left in place. Borrowed warmth travels forward through the time. Borrowed warmth, yours became mine. I wanna tell you about everything that stayed when all the other things were swept and frayed away by time and by the ordinary loss of things we hold too lightly at the cost of never really knowing what we had until the staying thing was all we had. And it was more than enough, it was the most important thing to stay in the close. Everything that stayed, still here. Everything that stayed, still clear and present in the room with me. Everything that stayed, I see. Everything that stayed is what I love. Everything that stayed, push comes to shove, and what remains is what was always real. Everything that stayed, this is what I feel. Gratitude for everything that didn't leave. Everything that stayed, I still believe in what it means to have a thing that holds. Everything that stayed, worth more than gold. The music stayed when other things had gone. The late night and its faithfulness stayed on. The particular feeling of an hour past midnight, the surrendered kind of power that comes from having given up the day. Everything that stayed, the only way I've made it through the difficult and long periods. Everything that stayed, this song. We celebrate departure and the bold, the leaver and the changer, but the old and faithful staying is its own kind of brave. Everything that stayed, the ones who gave their constancy without a need for praise. Everything that stayed through all the days and nights, the music and the low and true. Everything that stayed, it's me and you. Everything that stayed, thank you. Ooh. this far.